The Video Music Awards have returned this year, so we're breaking down some highlights that might have slipped your memory. Welcome to Beyond the Screen, I'm Nate, and these are the top 10 controversial VMA moments that you've forgotten. Number 10. Taylor Swift is petty. Taylor Swift is behind some incredible songs, but they tend to come from a fairly dark place. Famously, Taylor tends to draw inspiration from her music from the many breakups that she has suffered over the years. In 2013, she split up from One Direction star Harry Styles, but unfortunately she was brought face to face with him once again at the Video Music Awards. One Direction took the stage to present the award for Best Pop Video. Taylor can be seen telling her bestie and fellow pop video nominee Selena Gomez to shut the F up. Clearly there was still some bad blood between these two. Hey Siri, where's the nearest cliff? Later on in the night, when Taylor accepted the award for Best Female Video, she dropped some major shade right onto Harry's face. She thanked the man who inspired the song I Knew You Were Trouble, saying, "You know who you are, and I now have one of these." The cameraman understood the assignment and panned over to Harry Styles, who was sitting uncomfortably in his chair, like the guy worked on The Office or something. Taylor's level of shade is never ending, and it looms over us all. Number 9. Britney's Python. Britney Spears was a pop sensation for quite some time before her career came to a standstill in the late 2000s. In 2001, she was at the height of her popularity and was asked to perform at that year's Video Music Awards with a little twist. She was joined by a special guest for her performance of I'm a Slave for You, and she was a bit terrified. Why? Well, her special guest was a massive python. A warning to anyone with a fear of snakes, there's probably going to be some pictures popping up in a moment. When looking back on her performance in her memoir, she says that the performance was one of her favorites and the most terrifying she had ever done. The moment is iconic, but the memory of the event has faded a bit over the years. Nothing crazy happened on stage. Imagine if that thing went wild and just ate Britney. In case you can't tell, I don't know much about snakes. Or anything really. The one that did happen for this event was MTV receiving thousands of letters from concerned PETA activists and animal rights organizers around the world. If anyone was in danger, it was actually Britney, not the snake, because the guy who handled it revealed that she asked if the snake would bite her, and he replied with, probably not. Something that he claims his agent hates him for doing, and that is very fair. Number 8. Michael's acceptance speech. Travel back to 2002 with me for a moment. It's just a jump to the left. No, that's a musical reference. On August 29th, the VMAs took place on what also happened to be Michael Jackson's birthday. In case you forgot, Michael was the Thriller guy and Macaulay Culkin's best friend. In honor of Michael and in celebration, MTV threw him a birthday party during the event. Britney Spears was tasked with presenting Michael and delivering his birthday cake. During her speech to set up Michael's arrival, she praised him as an incredible performer and referred to him as the artist of the millennium. Things got a little awkward when Michael took the stage and started giving a speech thanking the audience for giving him the Artist of the Millennium award. In one of the most uncomfortable moments in MTV's history, Michael began describing his childhood and how appreciative he was for the honor being bestowed upon him. The crowd was a little confused, but they ultimately decided to play along and gave him a massive round of applause. When Michael found out about the incident, he was actually more giggly than anything else. According to his management team at the time, he thought it was hilarious and felt like the biggest fool in the world. A happy birthday indeed. Number 7. We Can't Stop. I do apologize to whoever is editing this segment. You're going to be seeing a lot of Miley Cyrus that you did not want to see today. Miley and the VMAs are like bread and butter. They make for such a delicious little treat. Oh, they're so good. She will be making another appearance on this list, but today I want to talk about her performance at the 2013 Video Music Awards. Miley performed a more X-rated rendition of her hit We Can't Stop that was just kind of mashed together with Robin Thicke's summer smash Blurred Lines. Yeah, that's a weird combo. Even weirder was what Miley did during the song Too Thick. While singing his song, Miley starts to shake what her mama gave her, creating a dance craze that shook the nation. Literally, there were bum-bums flying everywhere. There still are to this day. The move was a part of Miley's attempt to break free from her Disney girl persona, and she's actually claimed that this night helped her grow up. These days, she's definitely not the same Miley as she was in 2013, so I'm not really sure what the life lesson is there, but I feel like it should not be dance till you feel old. But that's all I'm getting from it. Number 6, 2015 VMAs in general. The 2015 VMAs were just start to finish rough. Miley Cyrus hosted that year, which was not a great idea, not that she did a bad job, but she was in the midst of a feud with Nicki Minaj. Nicki called her out when she took to the stage to accept Best Hip Hop Video Award, asking her what was good. Miley had just talked trash about her in the New York Times, and there was a brief back and forth, but all in all the night could have been way worse. Oh wait, it did get worse! On top of dropping a numerous amount of F-bombs during the show, there was a wardrobe malfunction. At one point in the show, Miley did a bit where she was holding part of the drape over herself while changing, but the drape slipped and revealed her bare chest to the world. No censor was able to catch it at the moment. Any footage now is of course blurred, but that's what happens when you do it live! It wasn't just Miley that caused the issues. Kanye West made a long-winded speech that was part rant, part truth bomb, and overall just mostly nonsense. The speech derailed the flow of the show and was just a little peek into the madman that was slowly being created. But hey, to top it all off, no Beyonce, no Madonna, no Lady Gaga. Like, what were you thinking? Number 5. Triumph vs. Eminem. In 2002, rap legend Eminem was already in a very public feud with musician Moby following his accusations against Eminem of misogyny and homophobia. At the VMAs, there were only a few seats apart, so you could not cut that tension with a chainsaw. So leave it to the VMA's favorite insult comic, Triumph the Insult Dog, to make the night even worse. He approached Eminem and started hounding him with his trademark sass, which he didn't appreciate, literally shoving this man's hand away from his face. Yeah, I'm sorry to break the illusion, but puppets are just people's hands jammed up a felt bum bumps. Eminem later took the stage to accept his award for Best Male Video. He berated Moby, calling him a little girl that threw him out of his zone. Yeah, it's not helping with the whole misogynistic thing. Triumph got the last laugh though when he did a press conference after the show, roasting Eminem just so hard. I can't quote all the highlights because there are just too many, so please, after this video, go check it out. After. Number 4. Meat Dress. Lady Gaga is known for her outlandish looks and crazy performances, but her appearance at the 2010 Video Music Awards proved that she was next level. Gaga appeared in a dress made entirely out of raw meat. Now at first this was thought to be a protest for animal rights, but it turned out it was actually a protest against the military's don't ask, don't tell policy. Not only did she make waves on the red carpet, but the audience was shocked to see it on stage after she won multiple awards. The dress is considered to be a staple when it comes to Lady Gaga and outlandish outfits, but who knows what she may bring to the table next. Number 3. Nirvana. Nirvana is an incredible crew, and when they were starting to gain popularity, people were noticing a trend. They loved to smash their instruments on stage. Towards the tail end of their set in 1992 at the Video Music Awards, Chris Novoselic threw his bass way up in the air, but instead of catching it, the instrument collided with his forehead. Audiences watched around the world as Chris tried to collect himself, surely imagining little cartoon birds flying around his head. The band continued the show, but Chris got a nasty goose egg as a souvenir. In interviews following the incident, he tells people how embarrassing it was that the only time he never caught his bass was on live television. Number 2. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Na 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 na. It's a bunch of words I can't say online. Snoop Dogg! Snoop D-O-double-G is a music maker, heartbreaker, and a lyrical creator, being behind some of the most well-respected rap songs of the last 30 years, getting his career started by fellow musician and NWA member Dr. Dre. However, early in his career, Snoop became involved in plenty of controversies, being charged with several things, ranging from owning a concealed no-no stick to ending a man's life. Teeter-totter, it's just the same thing. In 1993, he attended the MTV Video Music Awards without a care in the world. All the while, the police were literally searching for him as he failed to turn himself in a few days prior. Not only did he enjoy the night as an audience member, but he was slated to present an award on stage. A few days after presenting the award for Best R&B Video, Snoop turned himself in. Maybe not the most controversial moment for Snoop, but for MTV, they were basically harboring a fugitive. And at number 1, Fartman. If you've never heard of this superhero, good, I hope this is the only time you do. Fartman was a character developed by Howard Stern while he was working for the National Lampoon. National Lampoon was a magazine that eventually morphed into a radio production house and a film studio. They're behind the Vacation series, Van Wilder, and so many more. Following the end of the radio show at Lampoon, Howard used this character on his own radio show. He claimed that fans loved Fartman, so much so that he devoted his time and efforts to developing a Fartman movie. In 1992, he appeared at the Video Music Awards in what can only be described as the worst and most revealing superhero costume on the planet. That's right, it's even worse than Halle Berry's Catwoman. His rear was exposed through holes in the pants, and as you may expect, this man is just like all hair, so it was not a pretty sight. Not only did he make people feel uncomfortable off stage, but on the stage it was so much worse. As part of the stunt/intro to the award, he was lowered down onto the stage with wires exposing everything to the audience. Yeah, the movie never got made and an entire crowd of people got scarred for life. Way to go, VMAs. Those are the controversial VMA moments that you've forgotten. Did we miss any good ones? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thank you for stopping me on the screen today. Drop a like if you enjoyed our content, and we will see you again next time.